Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA 4A Soccer State Tournament. Here, sectional at the White River Elementary School Complex. Tonight, we bring you the Noblesville Millers and the Fishers Tigers. Our presentation is brought to you tonight by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other fantastic sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, the Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. I'm Brad Silbert here at White River Elementary for the opening game of the second round of the Sectional 8 here for the boys soccer tournament. And tonight is a result of victories on Monday night. You have the Noblesville Millers, who took out the Pendleton Heights Arabians 5-2, and the Fishers Tigers, who beat Anderson 6-0, meeting in this first match. Second match, which will follow at approximately 7:30 or so, is the Hamilton Southeastern Royals and the Muncie Central Bearcats. But for tonight, we have the 12-2 and 2 Noblesville Millers against the 12-4 Fishers Tigers. Very, very close statistically, so it should be a very interesting game tonight. I would expect probably a rather low-scoring game, but you just never can tell what's going to happen. Both of these teams have scored 44 goals this year by the Millers, 46 by the Tigers, and they have a goals against of 14 apiece. So we're going to turn things over to Andrew Trissler. He is going to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. Andrew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Noblesville High School welcomes you to White River Elementary Soccer Complex, the home of Noblesville Miller Soccer, for tonight's IHSAA Boys Soccer Sectional 8 semifinal match featuring the Noblesville Millers and the Fishers Tigers. Now introducing the starting lineup for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Noblesville Millers. The starting goalkeeper, a senior, 00, Adam Carter. A junior, number 2, Colin Todd. A junior, number 4, Drew Barnes. A sophomore, number 5, Spencer Holland. A sophomore, number 6, Palmer Alt. A senior, number 10, Harrison Crispin. A senior, number 12, Gabe Imes. A sophomore, number 15, Andy Stansfield. A sophomore, number 17, Drew Cochran. A senior, number 18, Jack Miller. A senior, number 24, Brian Diaz Villalobos. The head coach of the Noblesville Millers is Ken Delaski. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Fishers Tigers. The starting goalkeeper, a senior, number 1, Brendan Weiger. A freshman, number 7, Noah Reinhardt. A senior, number 9, Zach Castro. A junior, number 10, Yudo Nakame. A junior, number 12, Mitchell Rambo. A senior, number 13, Cam O'Connor. A senior, number 18, Jacob Lawrence. A senior, number 19, Reese May. A junior, number 24, Quinn Manford. A junior, number 26, Angel Rope Granados. A junior, number 29, Jack Kinney. The head coach of the Fishers Tigers is Phil Schmidt. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
moments away from second round action here in the IHSAA soccer tournament here from White River Elementary School. I'd like to remind you, celebrating over 27 years. That's Logan Street Signs and Banners. They specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. You can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com, and follow them on Facebook and Twitter. It is just an absolutely gorgeous afternoon here. You never can tell what you're going to get into with October weather, but right now it's 78 degrees. It is bright and sunny. Humidity 41%. A light wind out of the southeast at about 7 miles an hour. So we just have absolutely wonderful conditions for this match here tonight. The Millers will be in their white uniforms with gold numbers on the back. The Tigers in red uniforms with white numbers. Now, the gold numbers in the back of these Miller uniforms may be just a little bit hard for us to follow, but we'll do our best to try to get all the information to you here on Hamilton County Television. Miller's trying to bring it back across the midfield line. Get it across the line going down toward the corner, but the Tigers get back there. Mitchell Rambo puts it high in the air off the head of Andrew Stansfield. Miller still with possession of the ball. That Stansfield gets it over to the far side. He's being chased by Reese May, and that ball goes out of play. And goaltender Adam Carter will put it in play for the Millers. Millers with an opportunity here. Here comes Drew Cochran, but Tigers got back in plenty of time there. Adam Carter will put it back in play. Until the humidity's low, the ball is really flying across the field tonight. Tigers trying to break into Miller territory. They do. Ball goes out of bounds. Be Tiger ball on the side. Tigers trying to get it into the middle. Little Reinhardt there in the middle. And the Millers stop the ball. 37-42, no score here early in the first half. I think at this point the teams are trying to kind of feel each other out and just see what they're going to do. Tigers do keep that one in bounds. Cam O'Connor, leading scorer for the Tigers. Mitchell Rambo puts the ball back in play, trying to center it. Got it to Reese May. May trying to get it back in the center. That one gets blocked. And the ball will be inbounded by the Tigers. Yodo Nakame will inbound it. Or kick it, I guess we should say. Miller's got in front of it and got it back out well in front of the goal to get it out of danger. There's a tripping foul, and the Millers will retain possession. Adam Carter coming way out of the goal to set it up and take the kick. Carter giving his team time to set up. Takes a relatively short kick. Goes over to Stansfield. Right down the sideline. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Tigers. Miller's put it back in play right away. Miller's getting ready to inbound the ball again. Trying to get it into the center. They cannot. Saved at the corner there. And that one went beyond the end line. So Brendan Weiger will take the kick. Good turnout here this afternoon for game number 1. Already seeing some not only Hamilton Southeastern Royals players, but some Southeastern fans coming in here. Also Muncie Central fans showing up to take a look at this early game. Promises to be a great game. A couple top 10 teams. Millers get the ball down the field. Weiger comes way out. Shot. I believe we had an offside called on that, yes. Miller fans are urging their players to get their defensive effort a little bit better together. First good chance of the game, 33-46 here in the first half. Still no score. Tigers bringing it down. Well, Reinhardt had the ball. Goes out of bounds. Miller's inbounded. Here come the Millers. Got one man in the center, but they can't get it to him. Good defense there by the Tigers to poke that thing back away from the goal. Last touch by the Tigers. Millers will put it in right about the midfield stripe. No, it's going to the Tigers. Excuse me. I thought that was a Miller ball. Tigers trying to get something set up here. Over to Nakame. Nakame takes the shot. Rebound comes straight out of the goal, but there was not a Tiger there to take the rebound. Millers get a big break there. Good defensive play there by Zach Castro to knock the ball out of bounds, but take it away from the Millers. Here comes Gabe Imes in the center. Imes once again. And the Tigers take it back. Back and forth action here. Another shot goes wide to the left of the net. Adam Carter sets the ball. Waiting for his team to get set.
Noblesville substitution number 13, Colin Cates.
Colin Cates comes into the game for the Millers. Cates, a senior. Zach Castro pokes it down into the Noblesville zone. And out comes Adam Carter. Doesn't get a lot of foot into that one, but does clear the zone a little bit. The Millers trying to get down the zone. Tigers have been playing some pretty tough defense here to begin with. And Villalobos just lets that go to Adam Carter. Carter puts it back in play. Down the far side, Colin Todd chases that down. He'll put the ball in play for the Millers. Todd gets the ball in. Palmer Alt sent it down the far sideline. There's Alt down by the sideline again. The ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay to possession of the Millers. I believe that's Harrison Crispin who's going to put the ball in down. Centering pass, see what happens here. Can get a deflection, shot, and a goal. First goal of the match. And I believe that was number 6, Palmer Alt, who got that, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to wait for the official call on that, but I...
Noblesville goal number 5, Spencer Holland.
Spencer Holland gets the first goal of the match for the Millers. That came at the 29:44 mark. So the Millers strike first and strike early. A beautiful play set up from the far left side of the net. Got it centered to Holland. And Holland put it in the net. Beyond the outstretched arms of Brendan Weiger. Another chance for the Millers here if they can get back there, but they cannot. Broken up, but the Millers get the ball back out in front. Tigers manage to get it out from the front of the cage. The ball goes across the end line. Millers will get a corner kick. So Spencer Holland picks up his 9th goal of the season. Put the Millers up 1-0 here early in the first half. Centered once again all the way across. Millers chasing it down, trying to keep it from going out of bounds. They do keep it in bounds. Ball comes back toward the center. Great effort there by Villalobos, and Tigers, I believe, were called for an offside. It was not an offside. Tigers will have the ball. Long hit right into the center. Tigers tried to get a deflection, but they just could not quite get that ball deflected. Miller's running it up the field. Back and forth across the midfield stride. Mitchell Rambo over in the corner to Yoto Nakaseme. That one goes up and over the net. Over the arms of Adam Carter. Carter wearing an orange jersey tonight, so that adds to a little bit of a confusion here because rather contrasting with what the Tigers are wearing. And that one goes out of bounds again. And we'll go back for another corner kick. 1-0 in favor of the Millers here. 26-39 here in the first half. Centered, broken up by the Millers. The gold numbers on these Miller uniforms are extremely hard to read. I apologize for not being on top of who the players are, but they're just very, very hard to read, that gold on white. So Adam Carter's going to put the ball in play. Carter with a good, strong leg. Angel Grandios took the ball but had it taken away from him. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Millers. Tigers will have the possession. It's like Jacob Lawrence will put that ball into play. Good kick there by Lawrence into the center, and Adam Carter, very alert, grabs that ball before any of the Tigers can get in there and deflect it in the net. Millers are putting a lot of pressure on the Tigers in the first few minutes of this match. Then, since the Millers scored, the Tigers have turned that pressure around, and they're putting the pressure on the Millers. Turnover there. The ball will go over to the Tigers. Tigers set to kick the ball back into play. And that one goes out of bounds into the seats.
Subbing in for Fishers, number 3, Kevin Natesel.
Kevin Natesel, a junior midfielder, seeing his first action of the day. Give a rest to Cam O'Connor. Rambo puts the ball back in play, but the Millers get it right back. Goes right out of bounds. I believe that was last touched by the Tigers. Andrew Stansfield will put the ball back in play for the Millers. Ball bounces off of Jack Miller, stays in bounds, but then goes off the leg of Mitchell Rambo. Andrew Stansfield will put it back in play for the Millers. Good midfield action there as both teams trying to get control of that ball. Neither really can get control of it. It goes out of bounds. It looks like they're taking a timeout here for some reason. didn't have a ball to play with. That's a good reason for a timeout. Clock starts again. Quinn Manford puts the ball in play. Tigers could not get any kind of a deflection. And Adam Carter will kick it back into play.
Substitution number 4, Lay Day.
That'll bring Lay Day into the game for the Tigers. Adam Carter giving teams time to get set up, the substitutions. Gets it all the way down to the midfield stripe. Miller's with some numbers here. Holland down the near side here. Off to Palmer Alt. The ball goes out of bounds. And the Millers will take the possession back. I believe that's going to be Spencer Holland down there in the corner. Holland with the throw in. Trying to get it toward the middle, does, but the Tigers are there defensively to break it up. Yuto Nakame. Kevin Natzel over in the corner. Tries to center it, goes off of Colin Todd, out of bounds. Natzel will inbound the ball. That'll be Jack Kenny inbounding the ball. Millers have done a pretty good job tonight of taking the rebounds and the second chances away from the Tigers here in front of the net. Miller's trying to get it set up there, but that one was broken up by Yuto Nakame. Zach Castro gets it across the midfield stripe. Reese May trying to get the offense reset for the Tigers. All the way down to Lay Day. Back to Natzel, and the ball goes out of bounds. .19:24 left in the first half here. Millers with a 1-0 lead on a goal at 29:44 by Spencer Holland. Adam Carter with a good strong leg. Normally when he kicks that ball, very seldom it doesn't go past the midfield stripe. Tigers with the chance to try to get something set up here and even up this match. Imes kicks it back toward the middle of the field. Ooh, my, big crash there involving Noah Reinhardt. Mitch Rambo chasing that down for the Tigers, trying to get it out of danger. He gets it back here on the far side. Harrison Chrisman got a kick toward the goal, but nowhere near the goal. Brendan Weiger kicks it back into play. Here comes Zach Castro. Off the foot of Reinhardt. Miller's trying to get set up once again. Trying to get it into the middle. Oh, had a guy streaking down there and missed it. There's a foul called. And the Millers will set the ball up for the kick. Interesting situation here. Millers put the ball right in front of the net, do not get the rebound. Tigers get it, send it out past midfield. Tigers trying to get something set up here. That's broken up by the Millers. Miller's got a chance here. The goaltender comes out, and Brendan Weiger clears it out of danger. Another one coming back in there, and Weiger's just going to grab that one, and he'll kick that one back into play. 16:45 here in the first half. 1-0 in favor of the Millers. Weiger's kick goes past the midfield stripe. Gabe Imes had a foot on that. Jack Kinney chasing down the ball. Goes out of bounds. The Tigers will have it, but we got a couple substitutions.
Number 5, Zaid Almaya, and 20, Max Sievers.
Max Sievers and Zayed Almaya come in. Out of bounds. Tigers will inbound it. Toward the center, but touched by the Millers, goes out of bounds, and once again the Tigers will toss it back into play. Tigers put it into the middle looking for the rebound, and very alertly Adam Carter comes out of the net and grabs the ball, allowing the teams to reset here. Carter with a big kick well across the field, almost 3/4 of the length of the field. I think that one was last touched by the Tigers. Millers take it. Millers almost had a big opportunity there, but could not convert on it. Colin Cates clears the ball out of trouble for the Millers. They send it back across midfield. One to nothing here at the 14-17 mark. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. I'm Brad Silbert, along with our producer-director Will Wofford, cameraman Lucas Lacan up on the roof getting these beautiful high-definition shots for you tonight. Just an absolutely gorgeous night here in Noblesville for sectional soccer. Tigers trying to get something set up here. They've got a 1-goal deficit to make up. Centered, nobody there except the Millers. Millers clear it back. Once again into the center. Saeed Almaya trying to get things set up into the middle. He does. Rebound, misses to the left. Good idea, but just went to the left of goaltender Adam Carter. Carter will kick it into play. Doesn't get quite as good of a kick this time, but off the head of Harrison Chrisman. Tigers take it right back, trying to get it set up. Reese May with it. It's a foot race coming down there, and Millers managed to poke it away. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go to the Tigers, but chance there for the Tigers that they just could not connect on and make happen. Here come the Millers down the near sideline. Taken away by Zach Castro. Castro puts it back out toward midfield. Tigers regrouping. Millers take it away from him. Being chased down by Drew Barnes. Barnes, the leading goal scorer for the Millers. Haven't seen too much of him tonight yet. Gabe Cates gets it back out. Tigers with an opportunity here, and the feet get tied up. And we have a player injured. And we're going to have a timeout. While we get a timeout, let me remind you, Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. If you have any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check out their website, www.ecommunity.com. 11 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first half of the first game of the semifinals here. Sectional 8. Boys soccer from White River Elementary School, home of the Noblesville Millers. Millers are the visitors here tonight by the draw. I think we've got everything sorted out now from the injuries. Or I should say injury. I believe that was number 4, Lay Day, who was injured, but he appears to be okay.
Number 26, Angel Roque Granados. And subbing in for Noblesville.
Angel Roque Granados comes in for the Tigers. Adam Carter waiting for the signal from the referee to get this game going again. Winding the clock. Here's the kick from Carter. Another one that goes well beyond the midfield stripe. A lot of header action tonight. Broken up by Adam Carter. What a great job he did getting out there to prevent the sure goal by the Tigers. Yuto Nakame puts it in the center, and oh boy, Carter misjudged that one a little bit. Fortunately for him, it was to his left, whereas from our view, to the right of the goal, and harmlessly went out of bounds. Just looking at the flag here to see if the wind might have had an effect on that kick, and the flag is almost straight down now. So Adam Carter dodges a bullet, puts the ball back in play. Colin Todd at the far end, far side. Out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers, so Todd will put it back in play. Nice job there by Stansfield to keep it down in the Tiger zone. Here's a nice sliding save. Great sliding save there by Brendan Weiger. And we've seen 2 excellent saves by the goaltenders here in the last minute. Angel Roque Grandiose trying to get it into the center. And he shoots it right at Adam Carter, who makes the save. I don't think that would have gone in the net, but it would have been just a couple feet out in front of the net. And had there been anybody in the area, there might have been a chance for a rebound goal, but no goal. Under 10 minutes, 9:25 to be exact in the first half. 1-0 in favor of the Millers on a goal at the 29:44 mark by Spencer Holland. Speaking of Holland, he puts the ball back toward the goal. And Brendan Weiger grabs it. Weiger's got a .873 goals against average. Played in 15 games so far this season, not including this one. Given up now 13 goals. he's seen the majority of the action for Philip Schmidt's Tigers. Liger puts it back in. Millers get it back, but the Tigers try to take it away. That's an out-of-bounds play. And that one will go to the Tigers. Jacob Lawrence putting it inbounds. There's Alt trying to dribble through several. And Weiger comes back out, kicks it all the way down the field and goes out of bounds. Millers will have to fall back and regroup once again. 7:55 here in the first half. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. Wherever you happen to be watching us, we know we get a lot of people from all over the country and worldwide watching some of their favorite sports and other programs here on Hamilton County Television. Jack Miller gets ready to put the ball back in play for the Millers. Millers holding on to a 1-0 lead here in the first half. Well done, centered, but the other direction. Tigers take it away, clear it out of bounds. That was Zaid Almeida put the ball out of bounds.
Noblesville substitutions, number 7, Garrett Pointer, and number 11, Brendan Fisher.
Andrew Stansfield ready to put the ball back in play as soon as we get a couple substitutions done here. Under 7 minutes now in the first half. A lot of good end-to-end action in this first half. Both teams with a couple good opportunities. Miller's the only one who have managed to put the ball in the net so far. Villalobos goes back and kicks that ball out of danger, kicks it out of bounds. And quickly, the Tigers get the ball back in. There's a foul call. It's going to go against the Millers. So an opportunity here for the Tigers to try to set the thing up, and Angel Grandios will kick the ball back into play. Just a couple feet off of the goal line. See what the Tigers are going to set up here. What the Millers will set up trying to defend it. We're ready to go back to play. Millers do a good job of defending that, but the Tigers do get it back. Still in front of the goal. Tigers with it. That one goes sailing way over the net. And Andrew Carter will have a chance to put the ball back in play here. 5:24 remaining in the first half. Hamilton County Television bringing you the best of high school sports in Hamilton County. Tonight, it just so happens to be boys sectional soccer. Tomorrow night, we will be back at Hamilton Southeastern High School for the girls sectional semifinals. Second game there tomorrow night. Second game here tonight will be the Hamilton Southeastern Royals and the Muncie Central Bearcats. Royals and the Bearcats, the girls met last night at HSE, and HSE managed to win that one 10-0. Royals hoping for a repeat of that tonight so they can get on to the championship game Saturday night at 7 o'clock.
Noblesville substitution, number 10, Harrison Christman.
Harrison Christman, a starter, comes back in. Christman, a senior, with 3 goals, 9 assists on the season. Christman, one of the best ball handlers you have out there. Miller's ready to put the ball in play. They do. Tigers get it. Millers take it right back, trying to get something set here, trying to add to their 1-goal lead. Miller's hurrying to get back in the corner. That one goes out of bounds. Millers will retain the possession. .321 here in the first half. Tigers trying to get it away from the goal. Trying to get it down the field, but so far they can't. There's a whistle. And the Tigers will put the ball back in play here. That'll be Jacob Lawrence starting things again for the Tigers. Under 3 minutes. Lawrence puts it well down into the Miller zone. Off the head of Zach Castro. Brendan Fisher is in there now for the Millers. Palmer Alt takes the ball away. Tigers take it right back. Nakame puts it deep into the Miller zone. Angel Grandiose over on the side trying to get things set up. Looking for help in the middle. Ian Boron. Or Zach Castro. Shot just over the net.
2 minutes.
2 minutes to play here in the first half at White River Elementary School. Thank you for joining us. Sectional 8 boys soccer, IHSAA style here on Hamilton County Television. I'm Brad Silbert. Thank you for joining us. Thank our technical staff, Will Wofford, our producer director this evening, Lucas O'Connor on the camera. Jim Wofford back at the station, the executive producer. I call him the brains behind the operation also. That one almost ends up in the middle there, but Angel Grandiose, he just couldn't quite reach that. And Carter will have another chance to kick the ball back into play with 1:15 remaining in the half. Carter gets another good kick past the midfield stripe. Brendan Fisher's on the field for the Millers now. .25 seconds remaining in the half. Millers and the Tigers. Millers would like to get one more shot here on this corner kick. Let's see what they can do. Get it into the middle. There's a rebound. Will it go? No.
5, 4, 3,
And it looks like the half will end up 1-0 in favor of the Noblesville Millers. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA 4A Soccer, the boys Sectional 8 here from White River Elementary School, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. I'm Brad Silbert. We'll be back with the second half after these words from our sponsors.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSAA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
First apartment. Dog named Bella. Boyfriend, TJ. With the sweet ride and the bad secrets. Exit TJ. Hey, it's Eric. Wedding, Eric Jr., new house. Luckily, once a year, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance checks to see if we're paying too much or cover too little.
Find an agent and stop knocking on wood.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Today's broadcast of IHSAA Sectional 8 Boys Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, the Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. I'm Brad Silbert with you tonight from White River Elementary School. First of two games tonight in Sectional 8. Here at halftime, the Noblesville Millers are ahead of the Fishers Tigers 1-0 on a goal by Spencer Holland. That goal came at the 29:44 mark of the first half. That is all the scoring. Both teams have had a couple opportunities here and there, but have not been able to get it into the net. Second half, once again, the Millers in their light white uniforms, gold numerals on the back. They will be moving right to left on your screen. Tigers in their red uniforms, with white numbers in the back, they will be moving right to left. Millers will initially put the ball in play here to start this half, and we are underway. Nice defensive move there by Brian Diaz-Villalobos. Get the ball away from the center of the field, but it does go out of bounds, but the Tigers will retain possession. Goaltender at the north end of the field is definitely going to be at a disadvantage, at least for the next 40 to 45 minutes before the sun goes down, because that sun is just bright and coming almost straight into their eyes, right across from them. Tigers trying to get it set up, trying to get this thing tied up. 1-0 in favor of the Millers. That one goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will retain the possession. Tigers poke it out of bounds again, but this time it will go to the Millers. Millers quickly put the ball back in play, but the Tigers take it right back. Jack Miller sends the ball deep down across the field and goes out of bounds. Tigers get it back into play, but right off the head of Andrew Stansfield. Tigers will put it back in play once again. Drew Barnes was standing there, but he touched that ball and he would have been definitely offsides. Harrison Chrisman got Tigers all over him, no call. Tigers continue to ball handle. Ball goes on beyond the goal line. So Adam Carter will kick it back into play early in the second half. The only goal in this match so far belongs to the Noblesville Millers, courtesy of Spencer Holland. Another nice kick by Adam Carter. Carter's been getting a lot of foot into the ball this evening. Tigers trying to put some pressure on the Millers. Millers trying to break it there and get back across the midcourt line. That one goes high in the air. Tigers managed to touch it first. Holland down the far side. So there's 5 Millers back there, or 5 Tigers back there, and the Millers don't have a chance. Possible chance there. Good play by the Tiger defense to prevent that goal. Holland chasing it down, but the ball does go out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Fishers Tigers. Tigers come in here at 12-4. The Millers 12-2-2. Tigers finished second in the Hoosier Crossroad Conference. Millers were right behind them in third place. Last time these two teams met was a little bit over a month ago on September 3rd at Fishers. And in that match, the Tigers beat the Millers 2-1. Tigers get it across the center. Kevin Natzel had the ball momentarily there. Max Sievers with it. Millers take it away down the near sideline here. And Palmer Alt ends up getting tripped up. They did not call the trip. The ball went back to the Tigers. The Miller faithful right in front of us just did not like that call at all. Crispin with it. He puts it down the center. Brendan Weiger comes out, makes the play. Hamilton Southeastern Royals, the Muncie Bearcats warming up on the field just to the east of the varsity field here, getting ready for the second match. Probably getting underway in just about an hour. 34-25 remaining in regulation. 1-0 in favor of the Millers. Another tremendous kick down the field by Adam Carter, but it goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a couple substitutions here.
Subbing in for Fishers, number 12, Mitchell Rambo, and 29, Jack Kenny.
Jack Kenny and Mitchell Rambo, a couple starters in Coach Philip Schmidt's lineup, come back in.
Also subbing in for Fishers, number 13, Cam O'Connor.
Cam O'Connor, leading goal scorer for the Tigers, is back on the field. Jack Kenny put the ball into play for the Tigers. Millers took it right away from him. The foul's called. The Tigers will get the kick. It's going to be Jacob Lawrence to put the ball back in play. Everybody was lining up to the left side of the net. That one's cleared way downfield. And goaltender Brendan Weiger, I'm sorry. He takes the ball, sends it down the field. Goes out of bounds. Jack Kinney will put it back in play for the Tigers. Miller's trying to get into Tiger territory again. Comes Harrison Chrisman down the sideline, looking to get the ball centered, looking for some help, centers it. And that ball is going to just go beyond the goal line. Brendan Weiger will put it back into play. 31-48. Clock is running. Good bit of defense to clear that from the center there by the Tigers. The Millers get the ball right back. Colin Todd trying to get it set up. And Brian Diaz-Villalobos takes a spill. And the Millers finally get a call on a trip. Millers put it back into play, deep into Tiger territory. Off the head of Mitchell Rambo. That one goes way out of bounds. And I believe that might be Spencer Holland. No, it's not going to be Holland going to put it back in. Toward the goal. Can they get the deflection? They cannot. Miller's trying to get back to the sideline there to keep it in play. Harrison Crispin gets it into the center. There is a miss on the header deflection by Palmer Alt. And Brendan Weiger will put it back in play. Opportunity possibly here for the Tigers, trying to get it centered there. It's Kevin Natzel. Natzel down by the baseline. Goes out of bounds. Not sure what we had called here. Corner kick, okay. Tigers with the kick inbounds. And we have another whistle, and the ball will go over to the Millers. Adam Carter comes out. He'll put it in play. Just coming up on the 29-minute mark here in the second half. The lone goal in this match belongs to the Noblesville Millers. Scored at 29:44 of the first half by Spencer Holland. That one goes out of bounds. Jack Kinney going to put it in bounds for the Tigers. Kinney gets it in, but the Millers take it away from him. Palmer Alt in a foot race there, going toward the goal. Zach Castro gets it down into Miller territory for the Tigers. A lot of end-to-end action so far tonight in this one. Both teams have had a couple good scoring opportunities. As I said a little bit ago, the only score so far has come by the Millers early in the first half. Millers will inbound the ball. Over on the far side. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Millers. I believe that'll be Mitch Rambo putting it in for the Tigers. Millers trying to get it back downfield. They do. They got some numbers here. Trying to get things set up. The Millers get another goal. That makes the score 2-0 at the 27:08 mark. That is a huge goal in this match. We think the goal was scored by Palmer Alt. As I've said before, these numbers are very, very difficult to read, and the officials are discussing it over there.
Noblesville goal number 6, Palmer Alt.
So Palmer Alt gets credit for the goal. That's his 10th goal of the season. Goal number 10 for Palmer Alt ties in with Drew Barnes for the lead in goals scored by the Millers this season. A 2-0 lead now, 27:08 remaining in the second half. A huge goal for the Millers. The officials conferring with the Tigers. I think the Tigers are asking for an explanation on that. The officials have explained it, and we're just about ready to go back to action here. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. Sectional 8 Soccer Boys IHSAA Tournament from White River Elementary School, the home of the Noblesville Millers. Millers are the guest team tonight for this by the draw, but still, I guess you could say they get a bit of a home court advantage. That one goes out of bounds and will be put back into play by the Millers. Tigers trying to get something going here. Here comes Alt again. Into the center. Barnes is right there, but Brendan Weiger comes out and takes the ball away. Takes the opportunity away from Barnes. Tigers once again trying to get something set up here. Kevin Natzel. That one gets poked away by the Millers. We're going to have a foul called on that. The ball is going to go over to the Millers.
Hey, sir, he's throwing the ball away as always.
Angel Rogue Rondios pleading his case to no avail to the officials. So Adam Carter will put the ball back in play. 25-45 in the second half. Millers with a 2-goal lead. Down into the corner, that's Drew Barnes trying to get it set up again for the Millers. He loses the ball to Quinn Manford. Gets it right back. Miller's trying to get it set up. Chrisman with it. Puts it into the center, but the Tigers are there to kick it out of danger. Chrisman once again. He's met at the ball by Reese May, and a foul is called on the Millers.
Taking the ball away.
And the Tigers will get the possession. Brendan Weiger kicks it back into play. And we have another whistle here. I'm not sure what that is for. But the Tigers are going to have an opportunity out in front of the goal here. See what they can get set up here. 24-40 here in the second half. 2-0 in favor of the Millers over the Tigers. Two very evenly matched teams here. Both, of course, play in the Hoosier Crossroad Conference. Athletically, one of the best in the state of Indiana. Tigers put it in play, shoot it right toward the goal, goes over the goal. I don't think he was looking for a deflection on that at all. I think he was looking just for a goal shot. Did not get the shot. "24 minutes remaining here in regulation. Tigers looking to try to get chip away at the lead here and get this thing tied up at least before the end of regulation. Tigers with the inbound, trying to decide where they're going to go. Miller's deflected, but the Tigers get it right back. toward the goal there. Adam Carter grabs onto that ball and he'll kick it back into play here. He's had some excellent kicks tonight. Another good kick. Almost 3/4 of the way down the field. Palmer Alt is there. Chrisman. Nice job there by Diaz Villabobos. And we got a foul called here. I didn't see who that was on. Looks like it is going against the Millers. Tigers lining up. Brendan Weiger to put the ball back in play. Tigers trying to get something set up here to cut into this lead. And we have a foul called on the Millers. That'll set up a free kick. Shot right in front. Score. Tigers get the score. So the Tigers have chipped away at the lead here. I did not see who got that goal, but number 13, Cam O'Connor, had the ball. We're hearing that it may have been number 26, Angel Grandios, with the goal from our control room. So
This is goal number 13, Cam O'Connor.
They do credit it to Cam O'Connor at the 21:55 mark.
Noblesville substitution number 9, Kyle Jode.
That certainly changes the complexion of this game. The Tigers needed a score, and they were desperately in need of a score. They're within one now. It's the 21:43 marks. That comes at 21:55. Miller streaking down the far side. Tigers kick it out of bounds. Millers will put the ball in from the side. Just a little less than halfway through the second half here. 2-1 game. Been a well-played game by both teams here. Centered. Shot and a goal. The Millers get the goal right back. Wow. So they don't waste any time. In less than a minute, at the 21:06 mark, the Millers get the ball into the net. So the Millers go back out to a 2-goal lead. And we're hearing, I believe it was Harrison Chrisman get the goal, number 10.
Noblesville goal number 10, Harrison Chrisman.
A big goal for the Millers. They had a 2-goal lead and surrendered it down to a 1-goal lead for less than a minute. Now the Tigers had it close. Another shot. Offside. Right idea, but just a little bit too far downfield. Three to 1 now in favor of the Millers. 2 quick goals here, one by the Tigers, one by the Millers in the 21st minute of the second half. Tigers once again kind of keep the ball in bounds. Good move there by the Millers, but the Tigers kick it back out of danger. Colin Todd with it there in the center. Nice job there by Diaz Villalobos. Getting kind of rough out there now. That one goes out of bounds and it will go to the Millers. Colin Todd will inbound the ball.
Hey, how much time do they get?
Southeastern Sports Network will be on the air for the second match tonight between Hamilton Southeastern and Muncie Central.
Number 7, Garrett Pointer. And number
Garrett
11,
Pointer
Brendan
comes in.
Fisher substitution, number 20, Max Severs.
Max Severs, a junior defender for the Tigers, is in. Right off the head of Reese May. Back out of bounds again, but last touched by the Millers. Jack Kinney puts the ball back in play. Comes back to Kinney, gets by him. And if it goes out of bounds, it's going to be the Millers' ball, which it is. Garrett Pointer puts the ball in play. That ball goes off of the last touch. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick, I believe, yes. Last touched by the Fishers Tigers.
Excuse me, sir.
18:07, a two-goal lead for the Millers. We're in the semifinals of Sectional 8, Class 4A boys soccer. Into the middle. Miller's trying to get a deflection, another goal. They cannot connect. Gabe Imes puts it back into the middle. And Brian Weiger puts the ball back in play for the Tigers. We have a whistle. And we're going to have a foul called, and the foul will go against the Noblesville Millers. Tigers will put the ball back in play. That's Zach Castro putting it back in play. Down in the corner, trying to get to it. Did it go out of bounds? Well, it did now for sure. So Adam Carter will kick it back into play right at 17 minutes remaining here. Opening match of the semifinal round of Sectional 8. Exciting match between the Fishers Tigers and the Noblesville Millers. You couldn't ask for a better matchup. Here come the Millers once again, trying to get it set up. That was Holland, and he could not pull it off. But there was an offside called on that. So Brendan Weiger puts the ball back in play. 16-15 remaining here in the second half. Millers fans and Tigers fans all on the edge of their seats watching this one. Brendan Weiger comes out. That ball, I think he thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it did not. Weiger takes it again. He'll free kick it there. Nice move there by Gabe Imes. That ball goes out of play, and the Tigers will put it back in play. Tigers and the Millers. Tigers pouring it deep into the Miller zone, trying to get a goal closer, but so far they have not been able to get close. had it down to a 1-goal deficit. Less than a minute later, the Millers came back and made it a 2-goal lead once again. Under 15 minutes in regulation. I'm Brad Silbert, welcoming you to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Sectional 8 Soccer on Hamilton County Television. I'd like to thank once again our technical crew, our cameraman, Lucas Lacan, up in the roof, getting the great shots for you. Also, Will Wofford, our producer-director, down in the truck, and Jim Wofford, our executive producer, back in the studio. Thanks to those guys for making our job a lot easier and bringing you a great broadcast. Millers with an opportunity here. It goes to the right of the net. Good idea, but just could not connect on it. Weiger puts it back in. Millers pick it up. Fisher. Oh, my. Another shot. Oh, my. 2 opportunities there for the Millers, and they cannot connect. I thought we were going to a 4-1 lead there for a second, but not to be. Millers keeping the pressure on, trying to get the ball centered. They do, but the Tigers are there to block it. Tigers finally clear that ball out of danger. Angel Grandiose brings it down the field. Tigers with a possible opportunity there for Cam O'Connor, but he ends up going down. No call. Ball goes out of bounds. And back inbound by the Tigers. Tigers getting to desperation time here. Need to get this lead cut down to 1 here as quickly as possible. They've got 2 goals to make up, and we've got a foul called here, and they're going to have a kick from right in front of the net. So let's see what happens here. They choose not to go to the net. Castro just sent it over to the left of the net. Tigers trying to get things set up. Millers block that. Goes out of bounds, but the Tigers will have the ball inbounds. A lot of action here in these last few minutes. 12:37 remaining in regulation. Or in the second half, however you want to look at it. That one goes out of bounds, and the Millers will get the possession. .17 on the clock. 2-goal lead for the Millers over the Tigers. Tigers take the ball back from the Millers. That one recaptured by the Millers again. Millers just trying to keep it away from the goal there. Long shot that is well over into the right of the goal. And Adam Carter will put the ball back in play at the 11:50 mark. Kick that goes about halfway down the field. Kick by Brendan Fisher out of bounds. Spencer Holland is going to put the ball, and then rather that's going to be Colin Todd putting the ball in play. Millers would like to get another goal here and possibly ice this game. That's going to come right up to us. My friend Jane running the scoreboard here had her jumping. Good thing your window wasn't open, Jane. That might have come bouncing in here to you. 10:57 on the clock. Millers holding on to a 2-goal lead over the Tigers. Tigers doing their best to try to get cut into this lead. 2 goals at 21:55 and 21:06. Looked like the Tigers were going to cut the lead down, and they did cut it to 1 at 21:55, but then Harrison Crispin came right back. Less than a minute later, in fact, 49 seconds later, he came right back for the Millers and made it a 3-1 lead. There's a trip called. So the Millers are going to have an opportunity here with a kick from in front of the net. Let's see how they set this up. Looks like it's going to be Harris and Chrisman taking the kick. Referee allowing him time to get set. And we're ready to go. Shot, just over the net. Chrisman was trying for the upper left corner of the net, and he just barely missed it. So the score remains at 3-1, under 10 minutes, exactly 9:30 left in the second half. That one will go out of bounds. Tigers will take it back. Throw grandiose with no correction. That's Kevin Natesel putting the ball back in play. Tigers trying to get it set up in the middle there. They get it to the middle, but the Millers are right there. I'm going to stay in. Does stay in. The Tigers get it right back at the midfield mark. Millers coming back. Nice diving stop there by the Tigers, but the Millers come up with the ball again. 8:37 remaining in this one. Getting to the point where Tigers may have to start taking some chances here to try to get a scoring opportunity, but they also have to make sure that they don't leave the door open for the Millers to let them get another easy goal. Millers setting it up. Almost center to Garrett Pointer, but he cannot get to it. Kyle Goad out there. And that's called a foul on the Millers. And Brendan Weiger will kick the ball back into play just under 8 minutes, 7:50 exactly. An exciting match we've had here so far tonight. Good opportunity there for the Tigers, but the Millers come up with the defense. Probably at the point here right now for the Millers, or Coach Delasky is probably telling them, play defense, play defense, play defense. Keep them away from the net. If you have an opportunity, take it. May result in a goal.
Number 4, Drew Barnes, and number 5, Spencer Holland.
Drew Barnes and Spencer Holland both come back in.
Jacob Lawrence.
Holland with one of the 2 goals tonight. Palmer Alt with the other one, with one of them for the Millers. Harrison Chrisman with the other goal. For Chrisman, that was his 4th goal of the season. Every time the Millers can get this ball back down into Tiger territory, it takes a lot of precious time off the clock for the Tigers. Probably start seeing some more double teaming here by the Tigers, trying to keep possession of the ball. Kevin Natesel down here on the near sideline. Gets it up to Noah Reinhardt. Reinhardt looking to try to get something set up. He's trying to get it to Will Grandiose. Does not. Ball goes out of bounds, but the Tigers will have, I believe the Tigers will have the inbound. Yes, they do. Tigers trying to get things set up here. Ball goes out of bounds once again, but the Tigers will remain in possession of the ball. Under 6 minutes, 5:51 exactly in this second half.
Fisher substitution, number 2, Rodrigo Dominguez.
Adam Carter will have a kick for the Millers.
Noblesville substitution, number 12, Gabe Imes.
Gabe Imes, one of Ken Delasky's starters, back on the field. Here comes Carter's kick. Another good, strong kick. Miller's trying to get it set up. Here comes Holland. He's got one to his left. Will he get an opportunity? No, the Millers do not get the opportunity. Good swarming defense there by the Tigers. We are under 5 minutes. Tigers have to make something happen here if they want their season to continue tonight. They'll get the ball back near the far corner. Deep in their own zone. Millers keep the ball in the zone. They'll get the possession, so we'll get the throw in. 4.5 minutes. Got another substitution coming in for the Millers.
Substitution, number 12, Gabe Imes.
Gabe Imes comes back in. Kyle Goad goes to the bench.
Substitution, number 4, Lay Day.
Lay Day comes back in for the Tigers. Clock is rolling once again. Millers with a chance here. They cannot get it centered. That one will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Looks like Gabe Imes is going over there to the corner to put that one back in play. Under 4 minutes. Imes puts it in play. Tigers defensively up to the task. Clear the ball. They've got to get something going offensively here. Last few minutes has been all Millers. Millers take it and kick it out of bounds, but the Tigers will get the inbound. They're in their hurry-up offense now with 3.5 minutes remaining in this one. Millers having none of it right now. They're just trying to keep the ball out of the zone, clear it as best they can. Weiger took the ball. He is out of the net. Here comes a 2-on-1, a shot. Oh my, just wide to the left of the net by Drew Barnes. Millers with a tremendous opportunity to put this one on ice, and it just goes to the left of the goalpost. Weiger was almost out at the midcourt line. He missed a clearing shot there and then got tripped up. Millers with a 3-on-1 here. That one is kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half, or second half rather. 3-1 here in favor of the Noblesville Millers. Spencer Holland, Palmer Alt, and Harrison Crispin, the scorers for the Millers so far tonight. Cam O'Connor, the lone goal for the Tigers. From the corner, tried to deflect it toward the goal. That one goes off to the right, and we are under 2 minutes. Looking more and more like the Noblesville Millers will advance to the sectional championship, which will be Saturday night at 7 o'clock here at White River Elementary School, home of the Noblesville Millers. They'll play either the Hamilton Southeastern Royals or the Muncie Bearcats for the championship. 1:30 remaining. Millers content just to play a little keep away at this point. Tigers trying their best to get the ball back, but just haven't had the opportunities. Tigers trying to get it down the field, but they don't. Diaz Villalobos puts it down the field and puts it out of bounds. And that one will go to the Tigers. 1 minute remaining in this one. The Noblesville faithful coming to their feet as they can sense the victory and sense that they're going to be playing for the Sectional 8 championship on Saturday night. Angel Rope Grandiose puts the ball in play, looking for a deflection. way out in front of the net. That one goes out of bounds. Tigers put it back in, desperately trying to get the ball in front of the net, and they just have not been able to. Under 20 seconds. That one goes out of bounds. Tigers with their last gasp here. That one goes beyond the end line. And that will be the end of the game. Final score, Noblesville Millers 3, Fishers Tigers 1. The Millers will advance to the championship game Saturday night at 7 o'clock here at White River Elementary School. They'll either play the Hamilton Southeastern Royals or the Muncie Bearcats. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA 4A Sectional Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, the Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Six Computers. On behalf of our technical crew, Lucas LeCain and Will Wofford, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from Noblesville.